Hi all, welcome back to more Skies Above Britain. This is my Chapter 2, Patrol 2, Part 4. I had to go and look at that and try and memorise it. So that's... I had to keep it in mind quickly there. Because, yeah, you can lose track of where you are, I think, with the numbers. Okay, it's again day. Back to work early tomorrow morning, so... But I should be able to squeeze a part in just now. Just before finishing off for the day. Yeah, I want to say we're about to go into the escort reaction, aren't we? Yeah, I've taken any hits. I want to say we got away with the hits. Might have only been one. Yeah, I know in the first round we did not, did we? We've got nobody over the channel though, I think. So maybe they are in the... Ooh, I can't remember. Well, actually, no, I think the first round of bombing was in here, wasn't it? Because the raid didn't appear till a bit later. Anyway, okay. Escort reaction, that's where we're at. This could be nasty because we've got 3 escort stations. They're all heavy. 2 110s and a 109. So... yeah, there's one or more fighters in the area in the bomber formation area. Yeah, and this is where we could have avoided all this if we just chose to start with round 1 of the bombing. We could have got out of there, couldn't we? So, okay, you think I'd learnt that by now, but mind you, if I knew that for sure, wouldn't I still have just dived in here? Probably. But anyway, okay. Right, escort reaction. And I think Stu referenced some breakdown of the escort reaction cards regarding just ambush, I think it might have been. But I can't remember what it was, so there we go. His latest comment was about to write something down. I haven't wrote it down. I might write it down, maybe. So... well... we're not in the high station. Ooh, that's a reduced 109, which is nice. However, anyway, we've got a head, which is here, so we're getting 2. We've got 1 in the port, and we've got 1 in the starboard. We've not got an ambush. Okay, so it's not great, but it's maybe not the worst. I don't know, to be honest. It's the first time I've had more than 2, anyway. So there's no clouds. We've got clear weather, so help arrives. Now, I'm pretty sure we deal with the 109s first with us. Let's get that bit open. Page 36, I want to say. Seems to stick in my mind. It's funny how some of these things stick in my mind. Yeah, page 36, help arrives. I think, can we not get away with what? Is it not got on the map somewhere, this? Maybe not on the map. Maybe on one of the queries. Or is this the strange bit that's sort of missing? What is it I'm looking for? Escort reaction. There's something somewhere. What is it? I feel like it's on the map, but cover it up. No. Getting on privileges. No. I don't think it is on the map. I'm not seeing it on any player aids either. Right, okay, never mind. We'll just read that out. I mean, it's got this little reference. Oh, I'll tell you where it is. It's on the card, but that's exactly what's in the rule book. It's on the card. That's where I'm getting it from. But I don't know. I think I'd want to, because right now I want to know for sure. I think we do the 109s first, but... so if a card icon appears on a station occupied by an unsuppressed escort station marker, draw a Luftwaffe advantage card to initiate a dogfight in the bomber formation area. German fighters from that escort station engage your fighter. Do not move or change the escort station marker. Starting with 109 escort station markers, immediately draw a Luftwaffe. Right, okay. We prioritise area fighters with delay markers on them, but we have none of them. Regardless of the number of card icons, do not draw more cards than their area fighters. And remember, going by what the designer said these we randomise these, and they can be attacked more than once. Now I really should tidy this up a little bit before we do this. Give me a second. Right, okay, they're all there. So we do the 109s first. Now there is two. Yeah, we're getting hit with 4 here, aren't we? Yeah. So okay, two 109s. So the first 109 we're going to randomise. What we got there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so 1 to 8, and I'll re-roll 9 to 12. Yeah, there's nobody lost contact. That's all we've got. That's everybody. Right, I'll re-roll 9 to 12. 7. Second from the bottom, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's blue 2. He's got no ammo. And he's getting attacked by 109s. Heavy 109s if it comes to it. And here we go. Luftwaffe advantage. Head on against the swarm. It's not good. So head on against the swarm. Fingers off. A green fighter immediately comes low ammo. Well, he's no ammo anyway. Blue 2 is regular anyway, so this doesn't apply. I wouldn't have done nothing anyway, would it? So head on against a swarm of 109s. And yeah, nothing we can do. Let's go. Head on against a swarm of 109s. Independent fighter. Head on 109s. Independent fighter. So, ooh, that's a good one. Very good. Okay, so we get a damage on him, or we get a one fighter shot down, and that's blue 2. So let me just chop that up. Blue 2. Well, here's blue 2. As I. That is the Paul. Well, he's had 3 bomber kills, so now an escort kill as well. So put that beside him there. That's 4 kills. So he's only 1 short of a Lucky Charm. Again, we're not playing with the rule that makes that slightly harder. I know. I do wish I had, but I was struggling to sort of. I think I've said it more than once. So another escort kill. This is for chapter 2, part 2. Is that right? Yeah. So I'll log that as well. So yeah, so we shot him down. Low ammo result. Well, he's on. I've done that before, didn't I? And it was myself, wasn't it? Right. Okay. Let's. DePaul, you're not getting that kill. You Grant, you fool. You fool. Right. How many of you didn't spot that? Like me. I think it's the thing I looked at the ammo and thought, oh, well, that's good. That's not having an effect. Why didn't I connect it then to, well, that clearly isn't having an effect on the kill that you're getting. Sorry, that one there. Right, let's go back to things. So, low ammo with no ammo anyway, and we can't shoot him down. A fighter, so he was like that. However, the good part is he vanishes. It's not a biggie, but I suppose we were thinking we were getting a kill there. I mean, if it had been somebody with low ammo, that would have been perfect. So yeah, that's just 1 round of dogfight. Back he goes. That was the first 109 from the not high station, a head station. Yeah, it is a head station. Yeah, I'm still a little surprised that they didn't mark these. I mean, it's not difficult to look, and you probably know it off by heart most of the time, but I mean, I have to sort of look. When I seen that, I was like, right, that's a high station. But I think they could have maybe done that slightly better. Could not just been above at the sort of corner there, and still had the word high in there, or even could not just be above the word high, maybe. Anyway, picky, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, so we've got one more to do. So we're going to randomise again. Again, it's a 1 to... I think there's 8 of them there. I'll re-roll the 9 to 12. 8, right, I think that's going to be the bottom one, isn't it? This time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, this guy does have low ammo, so he can shoot something down. This is blue 3. He's not green. The blue section is the one that didn't have a green pilot, so not green. And yeah, let's get a Luftwaffe advantage card again. So, tailed by a swarm this time. Tailed by a swarm. Not as good. Stay tight, section only, green pilot comes under. Yeah, it's not a section only. It's not a green pilot. So, just tailed by a swarm. So, maneuver grant, is it the same old, same old? I mean, it's either that or turn. Yeah, no. I like evading. I like evading, and it's not that we need to try and get kills here and in. I think the only time that might be more useful is if you've got you're wanting to get the +1 for the suppression and shoot a fighter down. I think I would certainly give that a go, and I think I have done it a couple of times that we've maybe been in that situation. Right, so we're going to evade this swarm. So 2 tailed cards. Independent fighter against 109s. We can have a hit, or we can have 2 hits and a vanish. Wow. I'm kind of thinking this, because it is a swarm. It's only going to get reduced to 3. I'm still taking 1 hit anyway. I mean, I don't care about him going lost contact though, but that's not. It's not the point. I think we're still going to be fighting against 3. They're going to be tailed. We're still taking a hat. I don't know. Feels like a sort of. I don't know, maybe this isn't quite a tough choice. It feels quite a tough choice, to be honest. You just don't know. I mean, if I don't take the vanish, I don't really know what's still to come. It could easily be another hit still to come, and maybe worse than that. Whereas if I take this, okay, I'm guaranteed I'm taking the 2 hits, but I'm getting rid of them. Blue 3. Is that Peters? There's a regular pilot. He's just achieved regular status actually. Well, he's finding his 5th patrol now, but yeah, I think I'm wanting to take this one. Yeah, he's still going to be behind you. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I don't know if that's right or not. Let me know what you think. I mean, I suppose we'll see if it's right if I get out of 2 hits. But what we won't see is what came if we took this, or what came later. You know, because I'd need to evade a gauge drop. Well, I suppose you could look at the next 2 tailed cards as they come out. Maybe. Nah, I'll probably forget that. That sounds too complicated to keep that in mind. Well, and yeah, we're looking at 110s next, aren't we? Yeah. Okay, so I'm still not feeling 100% sure. Yeah, I'm going to take the 2 hits and a vanish then. Yeah. Okay, so he vanishes, but we've got 2 hits to come. I mean, like I say, I think what was that? Lost contact wasn't really bothering me, so going in another round at the dogfight wasn't a concern. It's just that what was the chances of me getting out without another hat? And maybe worse than that, like I say. Thing is, the hit that I took there might just roll on and might just go to the fate box anyway. Swithering about taking that back. Man. I'm going with this. I think there's far too much. I think it's more than likely we would have ended up with another hat anyway. So, and maybe worse than that, like I've said. So let's take 2 hits, and then we've got the dogfight definitely over. Right, so hit number 1 is a nate to the elevator. So not good. And hit number 2. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is at least we get to decide which one of these we're going to go for first. Well, that's a good one. For the fuselage. Probably try and get... The elevator one's a 7 to 12 to hit the hangar. And it's a 4+ to bail out, so it's pretty good, actually. And the fuselage is actually not as good. It's a 7 to 12, but a 6+ to bail out. And I'm talking about 6+ and a 4+ from the crashes. Oh, and the elevator does not have a fire result as well. However, the 8's the tougher one to break, isn't it? So, well, that still means you should roll the fuselage first, Grant. Doesn't it? No, sorry, I'm looking at... No, it's the other way around. Sorry, it's the other way around. The elevator's the better place to end up. So let's roll for the elevator one first. And if we do get this one, then we've a good chance of avoiding them both, because we only need to roll a 4 or better. But however, 8 or higher. Yes, 12. Right. So, don't let me down then, because so we've got the fuselage one now, it's just a 4, so a 4 or higher. That'll do. Right, well, maybe we did make the right call. Yeah, easy to say that, isn't it? So, we completed that, we survived, we are back in, nothing, no harm done. Got lucky, I suppose. Right, that's the two 109s. And then we've got the starboard and the port 110s. I mean, I don't think it matters which one we do first, does it? No, it doesn't. There's no... So we'll just do the starboard one. Don't think we need to randomise that. It doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't really tell you. There's nothing comes from that. As long as we know that's the one we've done and we've got one more to do. So we'll do the starboard one first. These are 110s, remember. That's the big one to remember. So again, it's a 1 to 8. I'll re-roll a 9 to 12 to see who's coming along. There's a 7, so that is actually going to be the same guy as we had that's got no ammo. Well, that's annoying, because I want to say we might have... The 110s might be easier to get shot at, get shots off at. Not when you've got no ammo though, Gran. Okay. Right. That's a loose flaff advantage curve we're looking for. Right, now some things can help us here, because this is 110s we're up against. Head on. Oh, I said starboard. I did say starboard, by the way. I'm saying it doesn't make any difference, but look. This is in the sun, this is not. I did say starboard. Let me see the rules. I mean, it does say starting with 109s. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really give you how you decide between the 110s, or even if there was 2 109s that had the same amount of, well, it doesn't matter if they're the same amount of cards or not. There's nothing, I don't think it's important, but I mean, you can see it was quite important here, because if we had selected that one, because Hun in the Sun is clear, it is clear. If escort station, it must be in the sun, replace a rotor with a swarm. This escort station is in the sun, this one is not. This is the one we had picked. I definitely said starboard, so, well, let me know if there's something off it about that, but it seems okay the way I've done that, I think. So it's head on against a rotor. So yeah, this says replace the rotor. So actually the swarm would be tail in and the head on, yeah, okay. But that doesn't apply to us, because we're not It is not in the sun. Because this is help arrives. Yeah, I mean, Grant, why you... I don't know what this, but I always feel like I need to look this up. Hun in the sun. Help arrives only applies to the escort station is in the sun. We picked the starboard station, it is not in the sun. Okay, head on against a rotor of 110s, remember. Head on. Right, okay, that sounds pretty good then. But we shall see. I've no ammo, so as long as it just goes away. Right, nothing we can do. We're going to draw head on and tail in. Remember, it's 110s against an independent fighter, so here's head on 110s against an independent fighter. So he is going to vanish, and then we're going to, he's going to get reinforcements tailing us. That was the right one. That's 110s independent. So yeah, so he vanishes, and then a rotor comes reinforcing and tailing us now. So that head on card's done. It is still in the same still round one of the dogfight cycle, because head on comes before tail in. We do a tail maneuver, we do evade. So we're going to draw 2 tailed cards. 110s independent fighter. So independent 110s there, or bingo there. That would give us reinforcements. That would just vanish it. So independent fighter 110s. Yeah, so we vanish it. That's it. Goes away. Job done. Alright, that's 3 cards down and no harm done. Yeah, no, that was the same round. It was just the first round, so no lost contact. Not that I don't think that's going to matter. I'm pretty sure we're not doing any more, but you never know when I start thinking about it. Right, so 1 to go, and right, this one is a port station this time. It's 110s, it's heavy, and now this one is in the sun. So I didn't think about that as I drew it, but I definitely did say starboard that last time. Right, so randomise again, a 1 to 8, I'll reroll a 9 to 12. So 1 this time. So we've got yellow 2, who is low ammo. Yellow 2's regular pilots, Muffet. Yeah, so let's draw Luftwaffe advantage. Remember, it's 110s again. This station is in the sun. Boom. There you go then. Well, it's exactly the same card, isn't it? I don't know, exactly the same one as we just drew. Yeah, it is. Not quite, there's some extra text here. No, it's not. That one was replaced by a swarm. This is add a swarm, so it's worse. Okay, so... And I'm assuming the ones that you add have to be the 110s as well. Yeah, surely. Yeah, I mean, it's coming from that escort station. It's a 110 escort station, Grant. I don't know why you're... Yeah, I'm not going to... Hang on. The escort station marker type indicates that German fighters are 110s. If it's heavy... Yeah, it's 110s. It's 110s. It's fine. Right. So we're getting a rotor of 110s head on, and we're adding a swarm 110s tailing us. Okay, well, we've got away with 3 of the 4 up to now, but I've got a feeling this one might be in a bit of bother. Right, so head on first. Head on and tailing card. 110s against an independent fighter. 110s independent. Well, we're getting a shot at him as well. So, we're getting a hit. Head on 110s. we're getting a hit. We're hitting one of him. So we do hit one of them. He was low ammo at the time. So yellow 2 is getting this hit. So who's that? Yellow 2, Moffat. Andy, you're doing pretty well. And he's now got a... Oh, that's the wrong place, Grant. It's an escort kill. I marked him for a bomber there. He's got a bomber kill. Now he's got an escort kill as well. And he was green, but now he's regular. So let me chalk up that escort on the other side as well. So yeah, one hit to him, low ammo to us, so no ammo. Then that vanishes and we take a hit. So his regular pilot, and this is a straight up hit, remember? We get, an 8 to the rudder. Not so good, and now we can't manoeuvre as well. Yuck. So that was a vanish, a hit, damage to him, and a low ammo. Yeah, that's that done. So now we can't tail manoeuvre, so we're just going to go right into the tailed combat. Right, so tailed combat, just one card, sadly. 110s against an independent fighter. So independent 110s were along here. It's a hit and a reduce. So another hit to us, and that just reduces down to 3. And another hit to come. Not so sure we're getting out of this one. That's a 7 to the wing. Okay. So that would be the first round of combat. The dogfight over. So what I like to start doing now is marking him lost contact. And that's done, isn't it? Tailed, yeah. And yes, just looking at the cards here. Just looking at the side. Head on combat, tail maneuver, tailed combat, tail in combat, hit checks, and then resume. So yeah, we do our hit checks here. Yeah, I suppose actually we do our hit check first, and then we become lost contact, wouldn't we? Because we might not even need that, really. Give me a second, there's something I want to do, hang on. Right, so hit checks, innit? So we've got an 8 rudder and a 7 wing. Not sure if you can see that way up there or not, I'm struggling myself. 8 rudder, remember we're not over the channel, so the 8 rudder's probably the best one. 6 to 12 to hit the hanger, then a 3+ to bail out from that if he crashes. Seems like the better one, because the other one's wing is 8 to 12 and then an 8+. Yeah, so we want rudder first. So I'm going to roll for the 8 rudder. So an 8 or better, it'll be trivial. Oh, 7. Ooh. Pity we didn't do it the other way then. Well, I don't know. Right, so, well, we've not succeeded there. So we will go to the rudder fate box, which I think is maybe okay. No ammo marker can go away, the swarm's going to go away. And he goes to the rudder fate box. Yeah, like with his pilot is Moffat, who's not green anymore. Yeah, like I say, it hit the hanger, it's a 6 to 12. But even if he crashes, he needs just a 3+ to be able to bail out. So it's pretty safe sort of box that. I mean, okay, it's not impossible, but that should have went away. Okay, well, out of the 4, that was only one we got, and he's went to a pretty decent fate box. So next after that is reduce escort. So we've got a reduce here in the head station. So that gets reduced down to light now. And then the shift is if low station is empty, trailing moves here. There's nothing in trailing to move, so none of that. And then ambush, there's no ambush on the card. So that went pretty well, I feel. That was escort reaction. Next step is chase. Now that guy didn't go lost contact, did he? Because he just went in a fate box, yeah. So there's nobody in the lost contact, so nobody to chase. Patrol complete. Well, we've still got RAF fighters out there, so no, we need to spend some more fuel. Now we've got green, blue, and yellow there. We don't have any red, but you know what? I'm just going to move them all. Red's all up here, I think. Like, I think it was Tim pointed out to me, it doesn't matter if you move it there. If you've no aircraft to come back, they're not going to be able to land where the fuel marker is, or go where the fuel marker is, because they're all there, so it doesn't really make any odds. Escort recovery, well, we didn't suppress any. Escort exit this time. And we've got 2 numbers as well, so 10 for the 109s and 12 for the 110s. So we need to roll for this 109. This would be interesting if they go away. Well, mind you, the other ones can only go light. So a 10 for the 109s, we need a 10 or higher. We only get a 6, and then for the 2 110s that are heavy, we need a 12. I'll do the starboard one first, and then the port one. Ooh, 11. So nothing doing there. We didn't get a reduction on them. Channel patrol, don't think there's not a black number here. No, so that doesn't happen. Reform, none of that to be done. Raid vector, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting. They've not even dropped the bombs yet. Hey, that's yeah. We've got 3 vector markers coming at us now as well. Maybe more reason to have went away. I may, some heads be nodding. Okay, so this moves along still to here. Yeah, move to the next space, and then reveal. So we've got 3 vector markers to reveal. Well, unless of course if they drop the bombs, I think then they go away, don't they? So I think we'd be happy to see the raid marker, to be honest. Here we go. Right, straggler. Well, we can ignore. I think we have to ignore this time. Yeah, because we've not got any sections and we've nothing lost contact. So we actually have to ignore that, I believe. Next one. I think that might move the raid marker because all the tiles are isolated. Anyway, the sun is going to, even it's going to be clockwise, odd counterclockwise. I'll just do that. And if the sun wasn't there, we would be putting it there somewhere. That's a 6, so it's going to go clockwise. What was it? Even clockwise, so it was in the port high, it's now moving to the nose high, which covers the lead and a head station, so it puts this into the sun. And then the new trade icon, so let's just get the card for that and see. Card 30. So shift the rearmost bomber tile in the bomber formation area away from ours, so it's now isolated. If rearmost tiles isolate, select a different. If all tiles are already isolated, they are, because we've got maximum points. We've got all 9 of them isolated. It's maybe not big gaps between them, it's just for space, but we did do it. So if they're all isolated and the raid marker is on the inbound track, which it is, go to card go to card number and treat it as a raid result, i.e. bomber's turn for home. Yeah, I think, yeah, let's hash on the card thing. I think it just means we page 53. Pretty sure it counts as a raid marker. So raid marker on the track, new trade. If all tiles are already isolated, treat as a raid result instead. Bomber's turn for home, but if the raid marker is already on the outbound row of the track, there is no effect. Yeah, so it treats it as a raid result, bomber's turn for home. So I'm just going to go back to the raid marker then. Where is that? It's card 31, so it's the next card. So I'm going to treat it as a raid marker. So move the raid marker along the current arrow to the turn space. Bombers release their ordnance. Yeah, bombers release their ordnance. So, and this goes up the middle one this time, so it goes to that one. It's got slightly different numbers, slightly longer to take it to go home. So remove all inbound vector markers from track, including this one, cancelling the second icon, randomly draw outbound vector markers. Again, I'm not going to place these just yet. So this all goes away. They've dropped their bombs now, but we got in and done what we needed to do. So all is good in the world. And I do assume though we have to do this as well. So randomly draw outbound vector markers. Like I say, I'll not place them up there just now. If we reach the box, I'll draw the first one randomly. If some markers on the intersection map, roll down, check for a new location. So, yeah, I'm assuming we apply this as well. And then after effects are applied, the ray vector step is ended. Go back to card 12 and restart the interception sequence. So the sun is in the nose, so even it'll go at the port, odd it'll go starboard. 10 is even, it'll go port. That's just where it came from before, that's just where it's been. So it comes back down to the port, yeah. So that heavy one's in the sun. And then go back to card 12, which is our orders. There's nothing to give orders to, so it then tells us to move to 18. Card 18 is our bomber formation. So, unengaged fighters in the bomber formation area must return to base or attack bombers. So, we can do more if we so wish. I don't think we should. I think we've got more than enough points. This guy's got 3 hits on him, Grant. Yeah, but you're going to then draw another escort reaction card. Couldn't I just leave one fighter there to give it a go? Because then I'm only going to be drawing one escort, one Luftwaffe advantage, because there's only one fighter. Is that cheeky? I mean, yeah, something bad could happen to that one fighter. But you might get out of it. We got out of it with 3 out of 4 of them. Just give me the sequence of play. So, we would have escort reaction because there's one fighter still there, and then we go that we spend the fuel. That's fine. Escort recovery, escort exit. We do that. There's numbers for that. There's no channel patrol to worry about. So the only other worry beyond that is we would reveal the outbound marker here. This one here, and then once we go back, we could then just bail. Is it worth it all to grab one extra victory point to go through that? Probably not. And to be honest, we have got. I was looking at my guys. There's a lot of them with no ammo. And these two have got low ammo, but they've got jam guns. But this is obviously the guy we would take, or leave behind, because he's got low ammo and no issues with jam guns. I mean, we could put him in there. Well, you could get an ambush on the card as well, so then he'd be attacked twice. What am I at? 38 minutes. Like, we would fill the video out a bit. And I want to say there's, like I say, I'm just do mention how many escort reaction cards have. I want to say he said there's 16 cards. I kind of meant how many he said had ambush on it. Don't think there was that many. I don't know. And also, I might be missing something as well. Right, well, I'm definitely putting everybody else home, right? So I can remove all these jam markers, because these are all going home. And low ammo markers for these guys. Now this will be cubes to signify that Green Leader had used his a skill. I'm just going to put back up there now because he hadn't used his veteran ability, but his skill is now not any good once he hits the RTB track. Is that right? So, yeah, because it just cancels an icon. So I think I can safely put that back for the next, well, for the next time he flies a patrol. It might not be the next patrol. Right, and then all these guys can just go back to base. And hang on, some of these are blue. Oh, hold on. Well, there you go. There's... Oh, well, you know what? I've took them all down now. Well, I did say that the one aircraft that we keep would be a blue one. Well, the blue fuel's then going to move into there. Okay, it's a bailout of 1. Right, come on, Grant. Let's just go home. Yeah, let's go home. Now, I could see that being feasible, though. I know it's only 1 extra point. It's just keeping 1 back. Okay, we might get unlucky and draw one of the cards that doesn't have the damage. But I think it would be worth the risk. I think if I hadn't scored pretty well again, because I think I have, looking here, well, we got 2 escort kills. That doesn't count. Oh, we have achieved another victory point for our escort kills, though. And this patrol, because we had 3 before this patrol, and we got an R2, and 4 gives us a VP. So I'll chuck that in the calculation there as well. And yeah, you just need to look into this box to see multiples of 4. So next time, once I tally up 8, yeah, that's something you could miss. I think you need to watch that one. I think I'm better counting the 4th one now for a VP, and although we've got a 5th one, we get 3 more, then we get another victory point. Right, yeah, but well, apart from the one from the escort, we're getting 9, 10, 11 points. So actually, it's going to be 12 in total. So Chapter 2, Patrol 1, we got 12. Chapter 2, Patrol 2, we got 12. 24 points already. I think we're being greedy to try to grab an extra 1, aren't we? So let us know. We've sent everybody back. Yeah, send everybody back. So next card, there's no escort reaction because there's nothing around. There's no chase. The patrol is now complete, so we go to card 36. And yeah, let's just, well, we do have some RTV stuff, so some fake stuff, so we can get rid of these. And the sun. And we can chuck the raid marker as well, I believe. Just to get out of the way. Okay. So RTB. Yeah, I was forgetting, we still got a bit to do here as well. So that'll finish the video off quite nicely, I think. Alright, let's see if I can finish this off in style then as well. So 4 pilots in the fate boxes. One's in the engine, not a good one. One's in the fuselage, it's not so bad. 6 to bail out if we happen to go down there. One's in the wing, not as good either. In fact, that's similar. Well, it's an 8 to 12 to land it, I suppose. And the other one's a really good one. If we don't get a 6, as long as we get a 3 for the next roll, then at least it's just a bailout. That could depend on Moffat. Well, could depend on how many patrols are flown as well. Whether he might be fatigued anyway. Actually, Andy is, yeah. He's fatigued, so if he was to bail out, it wouldn't be the worst result, because he's going to have to, well, he's more than likely going to have to sit the next one out. Oh, that's a thought. This guy gets a -1 because he's fatigued. I forgot about that. Hopefully we counted his -1 when we've done the hit check. Well, you know what? He didn't succeed at it, so he's in the engine fate box. And now he's also... Oh, yeah, he's veteran as well. He can use his pluck. Is it pluck? I think so. So it's a +1, but a -1, isn't it? What I'm looking for, veteran, privilege, page 50. Damn it, the winds. The cards blow away there. Oh, it's just the RTB card. Hang on a second. I've got, it's a bit breezy, but it's warm. Yeah, it's at the window a little bit, so hopefully. Yeah, so he's getting a +1 and a -1, isn't he? Because his pluck gives him a +1 to a fate check, but he gets a -1 to his fate check because he's fatigued. So that's fine, and we will be using that. Well, I say we'll be using it. It might not matter. It might not matter, but well, actually, he's the first one we're going to deal with. So he needs a 10 to 12. So I'm just going to give him use his ability anyway, because I don't see. So it's a +1 -1. So there's no, the net modifiers there is a 0. Now hold on. Does that cover just the first die roll, or does it cover them all? But it applies only to the veteran in the fate box. You may roll first and then decide to use the modifier. It's just that obviously if we roll and we don't don't get a hanger result, then we've got another die roll. I remember somewhere saying it applies to them all, but page 46 talks about fate checks. If fatigued, subtract 1 from the die roll, treat a 0 as a 1. Eh? Use the column. Alright. Ah, yeah, it's saying if you get a result of 0, you treat it as a 1. Right. Use the column corresponding to effective type. With the exception of hanger, all results require a second die roll, subtract 1 if fatigued. So we're definitely getting the -1 if we roll again in here. But do we get the +1 for our pluck? Give yourself a positive modifier, +1 to the die roll. You may apply this to chase, interception, or suppress escort, or during a fate check. But it applies only to the veteran in the fate box. You may roll first and then decide to use the modifier. Right, well, I'm not sure. Can leave that question in there. I might have been asked out there. Let's hope it doesn't matter, but I wouldn't mind your opinion on that. So what I'm not going to do right now is commit myself to using the pluck, because if I can use it as a fate check, this is a fate check roll, and this would be also a fate check roll. So I'm going to see what the first one is, and that might not matter. And then if I do need the second one, I'll use it in the second one. But let me know if this would apply to them all. All the die rolls within that box. It might just be that's the case. It certainly affects the fatigue. It gives me a -1 for this roll, and then if I go in here, it gives me a -1 to this roll as well. That's what it does say that. Subtract 1 if fatigued. With the exception of hanger, all results require a second die roll, subtract 1 if fatigued. Okay. Let's roll the dice. So, well, let's say we're getting a -1 and we need a 10 to 12. Right? So we need a 10 to 12 to land the plane. Right, well that's horrible, right? So that is a 4, but we're getting a -1 because we're fatigued, right? Do we want to use our pluck to turn that into a 4? No, there's no point. It's a terrible roll anyway. So we got a 4, which was reduced to 3, which is still going to be a fire even if we add a +1. So I'm not going to use my pluck there. Like I say, let me know if it applies to everything. So we are going down the fire. He's not green, he's veteran. So we're now in this row here, 11 plus. But remember, he's getting a -1 to this row as well. However, we can pluck this as well. So let's just roll high. There's a -1 to this, definitely. Oh, hello. I don't even think we need to use the +1. So 12 minus 1's 11, and I think that's a bailout. I was fortunate. Yeah, so we'll not even bother with the puck. But let me know. Give me something there, please. I think you know what I'm asking. So it was 12 minus 1's 11, 1 plus. So he bails out. We're not over the channel. So he bails out, and that's great because, well, he's severely fatigued. Well, I say severely fatigued. He's fatigued and running a mission, running a patrol, so he shouldn't really be. So that was a good one to, because we definitely want to sit him out next turn anyway, and we've no choice now. So that worked well. That was fortunate second die roll, but there you go. You got to take them, eh? Right, let's get our other veteran. That was Stu as well. Well done, Stu. You're still in the game, just having a wee rest now. Have a couple of Stellas and you'll be good to go. Right, and John Brown. I noticed John made a couple of comments recently. Sorry, I haven't got around to replying to them yet, John, but I'm sure I will have by the time you've watched this video, because I'm way behind on releasing them now. To be honest, I'm not sure I can remember your comments. I think you were commenting about your pilot's ability or something about what your pilot had been up to. Anyway, good to hear from you again, and hope everyone's good. And then, so yeah, well, let's get John safely home, hopefully. So, right, no, he can use his puck as well. He's not. And he's the right side up, so I've obviously not used that. So we can use a +1 for him again, so it's the same situation. Let's just roll a 7 to 12 though, and get him landing the plane safely. Let's do it. 12's there, easy. My. Nice rolling. So 7 to 12, we don't even need to bother about his puck ability. He is in the hangar. He's a veteran pilot. I'm just going to put him up. Veteran, he's available for the next mission. I don't know, he might well be fatigued. I've not looked at that side of things yet. Right, Ackerland, Martin, right. Well, you've got another tough call again, Martin. I think you've been up here before. So, and you're not a veteran, so it's an 8 to 12 for you. And the crash options are only a 7, so my guess is if you're not getting this 8 to 12, you might be on fire. Unless you get the 7. Right, 8 to 12. Another 12. Oh dear, that's not good. Oh, yeah, this isn't the best one, is it? So a 4, no modifiers there, is a fire. So it's the second row we're looking at. So it's a 10 plus to bail out, 4 to 9 to hit the hospital, and then, well, let's not think about a 1 to 3. Okay, 10 plus. No! Oh, Martin, you're gone. Nothing we can do, is there? Yeah, he's not a veteran, and well, I wouldn't help either. It was what was a 1 to 3 was going to kill him. He rolled a 2. That's a shame. Oh well. Joined the likes of myself, and lasted longer than me anyway. So yeah, I killed in action, sadly. Well, some really good rolls and then followed by some bad rolls, so that's how dice work, isn't it? Okay, the last one is Moffat, who's worked his way up from green status to regular. He's in the rudder fate chart, which is a pretty pleasant one to be in. So a 6 to 12 though, just to hit the hangar. So the land the plane, so just a 6, that's perfect. 6 it is. Lands the plane safely, well done Andy. Regular pilots. With that bad back as well with yours. Huh? Good stuff. I hope you're recovering, mate. I hope you're recovering. You've been missing the golf anyway. Okay. Yeah, regular pilot, put them back up there. Right, that's it. And then all the other aircraft, checking fuel. There's none of them in the bailout boxes, so these are all good. no issues there. I'll sort all them out for the next patrol. May as well put these fuel cubes back along while we're there. Yeah, just the one for, because this one's fine. This one's fine. Just losing Martin there, that was a shame. Okay. Ah well. Channel recovery, nobody to check. Pilots update, so we've got to update the loss of Ackland, who was one patrol short of getting his veteran status, but sadly TIA. So yeah, again I get to replace a pilot, so I'm just going to replace this Dean one again, come up with another name for that. I think I'll come up with some other name shortly, but I've rubbed him out, so we can replace him. But we start like tallying points, and then we would start another patrol. So great points again. So let me shove that back up. I think this will be me wrapped up for the night. So we isolated every one of the Keta before they dropped the bomb, so that's 9 points. We killed 2 bombers, so another 2, 11, and then because we've reached 4 escort kills, we actually reached 5, is a 1 victory point for that. So that was 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'm going to take that escort point into here as well, and hopefully I'll remember now to start from that 1, and we need another 3 to add another point. Bailout, we got 1 in the bailout box. Nobody's wounded. Unfortunately, we lost Martin to KIA. I want to say though, but I mean, where was Martin? Martin was fatigued. Martin was going to be fatigued as well, so that's the only plus. Sorry, Martin. But think of the bigger picture. So the 2 guys that were sort of involved up there were both fatigued anyway. I think I can actually take that red cube off him, because he's now going to be able to sit. He's got to sit out the next mission, and that counts to him resting his fatigue. I don't necessarily take it off of this, and because we potentially could fly him again, it'd be silly to do that. And we do have another pilot. I've got D. I'm just going to leave it down here. I'll come back to that tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, 12 points again. So yeah, I can't argue with any of this. I think there was a few comments. I think Stu, I say he puts a lot of comments down, so it's like keeping up with them all. Sometimes they're just comments that don't really need anything replied to, and sometimes some of them don't quite make complete sense to me, but I try to work it out. But I think he said when he first played it, that it was easy to get 40. I want to say he said maybe 40 plus points. It was quite easy to achieve the 40 plus points. That's why he added all the bits and bobs, and I can see that, and it's a bit of a shame because it's feeling a little too easy, really. Even moving into chapter 2, I thought it might start getting a little trickier. I mean, 12 points. That's the best that I've had, 12. Okay, that was triggering one of the 4 escorts, but it's still, yeah, it's starting to feel like it's going to be a bit of a breeze. Also one of Stu's comments was that he thinks it's probably impossible to get a disaster result. So there's that, which kind of tells me that we're getting a victory in this no matter what. I'm sure he's probably quite right. A disaster result is Well, for the 6 patrols, a disaster result is between 0 and 12 victory points. Well, you can see, I mean, that first patrol, and remember, I've got 5 more after that. Well, okay, I'm still sitting in disaster zone there. But now, after the second one, 24 points, well, actually, it's still sitting in failure. But remember, I've got four patrols to go, so I do feel like it is kind of feeling quite easy, and you know, that doesn't sit too well with me. I want more of a challenge. I'd rather be struggling along. I don't know. You always feel like you want to come back if you've, you know, solo games should be hard, but some people like to achieve goodness, you know. like to win. I'm not really that fussed about that, but that's why some of my favourite games are really hard to achieve a victory. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm sure all the optional rules would make this game far more challenging. And yeah, I know, and comment from Tam saying that he doesn't see any reason that I couldn't have introduced the optional rules after the first chapter. He did also add that he understood that if, you know, leaving it out might make things just easier to get along with. And I did sort of ponder on it and then thought, no, if I'm going to do it, I'd rather do it from the start, because it's not going to really show a complete, you know, how things went. So let's get a nice easy win in this one, and hopefully I can still go along enjoying it, and down the line a bit break out the game again. It'll give me a good reason to break out the game again, because I'm basically going to make it a bit tougher for myself and see how we compare. You know, I'll still have this Squadron Log campaign 1 here. We can have campaign 2, and add all the optionals, and I look forward to that. I mean, it's unlikely I'm going to do it after completing all this campaign. You know, we're not even halfway through this yet, so there's a bit to go. So let's see how that goes. Right, I'll get away for now. I did manage to squeeze that up to an hour. There you go. And there's quite a lot of comments out there. I will try and get back to them, and just didn't really have the time to do that and do this. And I wanted to do this. This was more my preference. Sorry. But I will get back to some reply, even though if they might be short and sweet. But, I'm sure I'll probably get another part done tomorrow sometime. Okay, cheers.